The homily of the fourth Sunday in Ordinary Time. Israelites at Mount Sinai, Exodus 28-19. When the Israelites were at Mount Sinai, they experienced a profound and awe-inspiring encounter with God. The atmosphere was charged with thunder and lightning, accompanied by the sound of a trumpet, and the mountain was covered in smoke. This dramatic display of divine power left the Israelites in fear and trembling. They felt the overwhelming holiness and majesty of God and were so awestruck that they pleaded with Moses to be their intermediary. They were afraid that direct communication with God might be too much for them to bear, and they believed it could even lead to their death. Promise of a prophet in Deuteronomy. The first reading from the book of Deuteronomy anticipates a future prophet like Moses who will arise from among the people. This promised prophet holds a special significance as a mediator between God and the people, much like Moses. This anticipation creates an expectation of divine guidance and revelation. Peter's speech in Acts 3:20-22. Peter, in his speech, connects the promised prophet mentioned in Deuteronomy to Jesus Christ. According to Peter, Jesus is the fulfillment of this prophecy. He asserts that Jesus is the long-awaited prophet about whom all the prophets had foretold. This emphasizes the continuity and fulfillment of God's plan through Jesus. Accessibility through the Incarnation. The mention of Jesus as the promised prophet highlights a significant aspect of Christian theology, the Incarnation. Through Jesus, God became accessible and approachable to humanity. The mystery of the Incarnation signifies God taking on human form, bridging the gap between the divine and the human, and making God's presence tangible to people. Gospel reading. Jesus' authority and mission. The Gospel reading portrays Jesus teaching with authority in a synagogue on the Sabbath. His authoritative teaching is accompanied by a remarkable demonstration of power when he casts out an unclean spirit. The uncleanness of the spirit symbolizes separation, distance, and enmity with God. Jesus, by exercising authority over such unclean spirits, illustrates his mission to confront and defeat the forces of evil. His ultimate goal is to establish God's kingdom characterized by love and truth, thus overcoming the radical separation caused by sin. The text emphasizes the transformative nature of Jesus' mission from the awe-inspiring encounter with God at Mount Sinai, the anticipation of a prophetic mediator, to the fulfillment of that promise in Jesus Christ. It underscores the accessibility of God through the Incarnation and Jesus' authoritative mission to overcome spiritual distance and establish a kingdom of love and truth.